television shows, OTT originals, live sports that are available with Dolby technology, including a lot of the leading OTT service providers who are streaming this content globally and here in India also, and including some of the best and the most popular local content in India. This content globally and here in India also. So this coming together and including the Dolby Vision experience and the most Dolby Atmos content sound in India. And that itself from the TV itself and here in India also. This coming together and including the Dolby Vision experience and the most popular we really think is going to transform in India. And really that itself from the TV itself and here for televisions. We are very excited to be working with OnePlus. We thank them for their partnership, and we look forward to working with them to transform an ordinary dull moment into a memorable, spectacular experience. Thank you very much, and I leave you with a video of Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision and how that works. Thank you.
You are about to experience a revolution in entertainment technology. The fusion of Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos transforms your TV into an entertainment powerhouse. Dolby Vision is cinema HDR that brings TV to life with dramatic imaging, astonishing brightness, color, contrast. Dolby Atmos puts you inside the action with bigger, more encompassing sound that fills your room, even overhead. Now, experience the power of Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos.
It's amazing. You should see these words. The colors are spectacular.
In summary, there are two things you should know about your picture quality. First, you need a customized QLED panel which will produce incredibly bright and vivid colors on your screen that will glue you to your seat staring at a TV. Secondly, processing power. That hidden chip, or as we call it, gamma color magic chip, that will do all the work for you and that enables those colors to be displayed on the panel. But I don't care about the picture quality. Said no one ever who owned a OnePlus TV. Silent movies have gone out of fashion. Not a lot of silent content out there. Because sound is important. Most of us cannot even imagine watching Avengers without sound. Or Wonder Woman swinging her sword, making swooshing sounds and not being able to hear anything. Or watching the new Joker movie, not being able to hear him laugh. That's the real horror. Sound is important. In fact, it is so important that when you go out and buy your TV, you will get also a soundbar to get a more immersive sound experience. And soundbars are nice, don't get me wrong. They give you a better sound than what you would get in a TV without one. But they take space at your home, so you need to plan for that. They rarely fit with the design of your existing TV, so you need to plan for that. And then there is this little thing called connection. Sometimes, or usually, you need various connection cables for your soundbar. And so, you need to plan for that. We looked at all those things when designing OnePlus TV, and we thought that's a lot of planning. And our community wants just things to be convenient. So we listened to our community, and we made it, that's not our soundbar, and we made it simple. In fact, so simple that you don't even have to think about your soundbar. But first, how do we know that the sound from our soundbar is so damn good? Because our soundbar has 8 speakers. 6 of them are forward-facing, 2 of them are backward-facing. And that way, the sound experience paired with Dolby Atmos can really give you a luring and immersive sound experience. Those 2 backward-facing speakers, There are 20 watts, 65 hertz woofers that deliver some sweet bass. They will produce some punchier bass without sounding hollow. Also, funny fact, woofers were named after a dog's bark. Woof. Not a joke. Forward-facing speakers, we pack 6 of those in our soundbar. Now you have 4 high-quality, full-range forward-facing speakers, as well as 2 tweeters, which through their own high-frequency sound complement your soundbar perfectly. So those 8 speakers in your soundbar, 6 of them are forward-facing, 2 of them are backward-facing, will deliver incredibly powerful sound experience at the comfort of your home. You can even, you know what, you can even turn your TV into a Bluetooth, move away from it, and you can just listen to it from the distance. Sound is still crystal clear and loud. You would want me to raise the TVs now to show you how our soundbar really looks like. No, it's not the time yet. First, how do we know that our speakers are really one of the best in the market, if not the best? Sound is energy. Yeah? Okay? Follow? Sound is energy. The more power to the speakers, the more energy they produce, more powerful the speakers. It's a circle. More powerful speakers, better the sound. Most of the 55-inch TVs in high-end market deliver a sound output between 20 and 40 watts. And that is good. That is really good, in fact. But we got better. OnePlus TV produces a sound output of 50 watts. And that will deliver... Yeah. And that will deliver some powerful sound experience. Pair that with our unique forward transmission system, where all the sound is blasting at you, as opposed downward, like in most of our competitor soundbars. What am I talking about? Let me just show you. Those are our competitors. This is us. Yeah, it's mariachi music. So, to summarize, for sound, you have a soundbar. It has 8 speakers. 6 of them are forward-facing, 2 of them are backward-facing. You have a sound output of 50 watts, which is higher than the average in the high-end TVs on the market, one of the best. You have that unique forward transmission system where sound is blasting at you, and then you pair all that with Dolby Atmos, and you're in for one loud and cinematic journey. Did you know that in 1930s people used loudspeakers? Believe it or not. If you had a loudspeaker, you would mount it on the wall to connect it to your TV, not just to complement your TV, but to also get a more immersive sound experience. But in 1930s, people were also suckers for design. They wanted, true. They wanted everything in their homes not to be just functional, but to be beautiful while being functional. And 1930s was also an age of DIY things. So in 1930s, if you had a loudspeaker mounted on your wall, connected to your TV set, it was advisable to either hide it or turn it into a piece of art. One example of hiding it and turning it into a piece of art is to hide your loudspeaker behind ornamental shield. Make a hole in it through which the sound goes through, and the first notions of home cinema can easily be seen. 1930s was the age when technology was functional, yet hidden in plain sight. It was there, but it was also not there. And in 2019, we also want to show you that you too can have a soundbar in your TV that will be there, but it also won't be there. It will be hidden in plain sight. And you don't have to take care of that extra space in your home, and you don't have to think whether it fits aesthetically with your current TV. It obviously does. It is equally beautiful. You just turn on the TV and the soundbar starts silently sliding down and out from the TV. As the soundbar starts sliding out from the TV, you will see those 3 lines with white light glowing in it. That's the soundbar saying hi to you, but it is saying hi very quietly. In fact, most of the modern ACs at your home have a noise level of 36 decibel when on a quiet mode, and that's barely audible. Our soundbar can do better, only 32 decibels. In real life, that's the sound of whispering. But you know what? It was not easy to come to those 32 decibels, because when we started to actually think about the soundbars, when we started to design and plan, and we were like, you do some research, right? And we noticed that there is not a lot of research in the field of motion research for our soundbar. So we had to establish various procedures, processes that were not there before. We even had to work with various experts in the fields of motion research and noise reduction. And almost, you will not believe it, but almost all of them told us it is impossible to lower the noise level of your soundbar below 50 decibels. So we asked them, do you know what is the motto of our company? It's never settle. So maybe the noise level of our soundbar will be the same as the noise level of us whispering. It is possible. After various prototypes, permutations, we changed the motor mechanism a few times, we changed the gearbox mechanism a few times. We went from 50 decibel to 45, 45 to 40, 40 finally to 32 decibels. But we did not stop there. We also increased the longevity of your soundbar to more than 100,000 motions, but we did not stop there either. We reduced the time for soundbar to lower to a mere 7.2 seconds. But there is one thing we don't need to whisper about, and that is our screen. With 95.7% screen-to-body ratio, this TV will look like one giant window ready for you to escape into another world. And when you look at it from the sides, you will see, well, almost nothing. It's thin. In fact, it is only 7 millimeters thin at the thinnest part. It is really thin. And the back. Oh, okay, well, thank you. And the back. Wait, you haven't heard the best part. And the back. You would think we will not invest time and effort into designing the back of OnePlus TV, right? Why would we? You would not see it. Your TV will be facing your wall all the time. After all, design is not a value-added element when designing TV. That's why you don't see a lot of manufacturers putting money and effort into designing the backs of their TVs. I don't know if you have figured it by now, but we are not like everybody else. So we think that TV should have an integrated design, meaning it is intended to be looked at from all the sides, top, bottom, front, and back. And all sides have to look equally mesmerizing. So when you look at the back of OnePlus TV, you will notice beautiful yet familiar carbon fiber pattern. Additionally, you will see that the back is exceptionally clean and minimalistic. You may even ask yourself a question, where have all the ports gone? Well, they're hidden on the back of OnePlus TV behind a magnetic plate. And FYI, it is very satisfactory to keep taking off that plate and putting it back on in its place. Behind that magnetic plate, there are ports. And your cables are going to slide beautifully from behind that magnetic plate. So as you watch your OnePlus TV, you won't see the back. But you will know that everything in the back looks like a piece of art. And the deck. If you decide not to mount your TV on the wall, you will have the pleasure of using OnePlus deck. Aside from being polished and beautifully designed to fit into that overall integrated design of OnePlus TV, when you look at it from the above, the TV will look like it's floating mid-air above the deck. And that's some pretty cool feature. Would you believe me if I told you that in the 1950s, the most popular remote controller was called Zenith Lazybones? It was connected to TV via wires, and it posed a physical threat to users because a lot of them got electrocuted due to that same electrical wired connection. Thankfully, nowadays, remote controllers are less harmful. Yet it pains me still to see that many buttons on them, to always wonder, is the battery fully charged or not? Is it a AAA battery, or is it just a AA battery? Well, we have designed a very beautiful, sleek, minimalistic, super easy to use remote controller. And not too many buttons, not too many buttons. Premium aluminum unibody design. Best of all, no AAA batteries, just Type-C charging. Oh yeah. But wait a second, design does not stop here. Come on. Those are the things that you could see. You can see the top of the TV, you can see the bottom of the TV, you can see the front, you can see the back. You can see and feel and interact with your remote controller, but there is one design aspect we haven't talked about. Inside of TV, designing the interface of OnePlus TV. And that's where we feel the design thinking comes to the forefront, designing that same interface. OnePlus TV is based on Android TV. It has the latest Android Pie for Android TV. That's the latest version. And the reason why we chose Android is to provide as clean and seamless experience for our users as possible. I mean, you know us based on that. That's how we started OnePlus as well, just to provide that clean experience. So let me show you what are the features that OnePlus TV has. Of course, it has an inbuilt casting, which means that you can play a game on your mobile phone and cast it on your TV in a blink of an eye without any lag while casting, and you can still keep playing game on your mobile phone, and that's some wild stuff because now your whole family can see you win in the Candy Crush. So sorry, Call of Duty, Call of Duty. I said Call of Duty, I didn't say Candy Crush, jeez. You're a tough audience. I'm kidding. Okay, so we might as well just press a pause button, right? So when you get bored, or when you want to pause something, you just take your remote controller, press the Google Assistant button, and lazily say, Google, pause my game. Google, take me to Oxygen Play. Wait, what? The point is, your TV is voice-enabled via Google Assistant, not just on your remote controller, but also in your device via inbuilt Google Assistant, obviously. And you will be getting the latest Android TV updates from now for the next 3 years. Yep. And that's not easy to do. That's not easy to do, and a lot of TV manufacturers do not get those updates as they come. But you guys know us. We don't like to preload a lot of unnecessary stuff on our devices. We think that the clean experience is the best experience. Giving you the choice to furnish your operating system is part of our core DNA. But there have always been only 2 keywords that were guiding us in designing and delivering that premium experience to all of you guys: fast and smooth. And design a OnePlus TV interface experience is not going to be any different, especially when you're on your smart TV, not our smart TV, your smart TV, and you're looking for the content, and then you're redirected from one app to the other, or the place you're looking